Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hyperion Cup Invitational. I am Frito from Euro, Tom from Mice, Dylan, and I am joined today by Oakley as we cast Lux Nova and Paradise Aegis. Oakley, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Dylan. You know, I played comp a little bit earlier, and I came out on top, but I'm here now to cast some games with you. Today we've got a pretty decent matchup, I think.
Yeah, very exciting things. Both these teams looking to, just work towards a further goal that they have set for themselves throughout this tournament, looking to improve from last week, and that's really all we're looking for here is how much these teams have improved. I know Lux Nova has a lot they want to prove, as they really didn't give us the best showing last week.
Absolutely. And kicking things off, Paradise Aegis, they had a pretty rough going as well, but, this week is a new week, and we'll see what happens. So let's take a look now at the Paradise Aegis roster. Average sized in Brick Wall. They're 2 DPS last week. They had a pretty strong showing. Cardi and Goop Dude, they had some pretty good performances on the tank role. Cap and Emo and Hidden Ninja, they were pretty solid on the support. And, maybe Dawn, if one or two picks could have gone their way last week, maybe we would be praising them, as they did show a really strong showing versus Tempest Typhoon, excuse me.
Yeah, the Paradise Aegis and Tempest Typhoon fight really could have been decided by one pick in the other direction, and it was a very good game to watch. It was a 3-1, but like I said, if a pick would have gone in either direction, it could have changed the entire outcome.
Absolutely. It felt like, 90th minute soccer, squeaky bum time, some would say. You're at Old Trafford, who knows? But, let's take a look now at this Lux Nova roster. They've got some reinforcements coming in. Ryu Kasim coming back from vacation or wherever they were last week. We've still got Juggle God, Crispy, and Tankity Tank on the tank line. And Mugly Wumps and Han rounding things out on the support line.
Yeah, Ryu Kasim coming in can really give this team just an added bonus. Having a DPS role of Ryu Kasim's caliber, just a pop-off star in your lineup, can really help your team out when you're trying to swing fights in your direction, because they can always come in and get a big pick that could change the outcome of a fight. So having him in can really give Lux Nova some momentum here, as
Absolutely.
They're looking to give him his first win.
Absolutely. And, when you have your strongest lineup, it's a little comforting. You don't have to rely on the randomness that ringers can sometimes bring. You're confident in the teammates that you think you're going to go out with, but we'll see what happens, as tonight's map pool will be kicking things off here on Busan.
Yeah, Busan followed by Route 66 and Blizzard World.
Yep.
Temple of Anubis in Nepal if we go further than 3 maps. So yesterday we saw a lot of dive coming out. So I'm expecting some more dive. We also saw some double shield though, especially on Route 66.
Yeah, this week's map pool. It's kind of like a double shield enjoyer's paradise. I don't know. You know, some people are down with the trench warfare double shield. I'm more a fan of the dive and let me play Widow. But Dylan, I think we're almost ready to get things kicked off here. So why don't we, you know, swing it on over into Busan as we get ready to cast game number 1 here.
Yeah, game number 1 going to be starting out on Mecha Base, and both these teams have almost a very similar composition so far. You see Paradise Aegis. They have this very meta Reinhardt brawl with a Mei and McCree, and only different is Staftron.
Oh, they hit him with the Mei voice line, the Moo. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, that's your favorite voice line. But the only difference here is the Reaper on the side of Lux Nova, trying to get him into position to do some good damage.
Exactly.
As we roll out with Jungle God, as these teams are about to get underway in their first team fight.
Yeah, we've got Jungle God, you know, taking the top right, far right strategy, as some would say. Eats the Fire Strike and looking to hold on to his positioning here. Maywall coming out, though, from the side of not Paradise Aegis, Lux Nova. Ryukasim now taking the fight into their own hands, but it looks like Jungle God's taken everyone back into the side for Paradise Aegis. Now we have Ryukasim flanking on the side, the Reaper getting trapped up behind the Maywall, but it looks like they're able to escape. And
yeah, Staftron does take down Cap and Nemo, and now he's looking to pressure out this D.Va, who's able to eat up some of that damage, but in the end, the mech will fall. The average size has taken Juggle out on the other side, but with the numbers advantage that Lux Nova has, it looks like they will be taking the first cap on this.
Yeah, it looks like Lux Nova able to just come in clutch with the Reaper guy. You know, you throw him in from the side, he does a lot of damage, and looks like he was able to sustain through that fight there. Got Crispy building up to the bomb here. Han with the window as well. Going to be matched by a window coming out from Hidden Ninja on the side of Paradise. Paradise now, they're going to be taking the staircase route back up, building up to the Shatter. Purple now subbing in for, I think, Goob Dude, who can't make it. Window getting deployed early, though, from Han. And it forces Lux Nova to just, or not Lux Nova, Paradise to just back into the corner. Shatter now coming out from Purple. Huge follow-up, and it's going all over the place, but it's Staftron on the Reaper coming in clutch with the 3K.
Yeah, you saw that window was able to help Ryukasim build up that Blizzard. Mugglywumps gets the final boop off the map onto Cardi, but Ryukasim was able to build up that Blizzard. Just two icicles through that amplification matrix.
Absolutely, but
allowed
Dylan,
him to build that up, and with that big follow-up followed by Staftron to throw the Deadeye in there as well when everyone was frozen up. A good way to end the fight.
Yeah, but maybe it was a little bit too much, as now they don't have anything here to answer this High Noon. Shatter getting thrown out by Juggle, answered by the High Noon. Window getting deployed, and the beat coming out as well. The High Noon finds Juggle God, and it looks like Paradise has something to build on here, as the Reaper is forced back into point now. Self-destruct coming out now from Cardi, gets the squish kill onto the Mei. Now going after this D.Va, getting demeched here on the point. Looks like Paradise is going to be able to clutch this one out.
Yeah, and like you said, with Lux Nova using too many ults possibly in that last fight, maybe a little too over-ambitious with the ults here as well. But you do have both support ults. But
yeah,
both amplification matrix going to be appearing here in this fight.
Yep,
and
looks like Hidden's ready to go. Here it comes. Maywall getting thrown out, splits the team, but average size getting a pick here on the McCree through the window, providing a ton of damage. Dylan, it's going to make Lux Nova just chill in their little spawn room here, but looks like Paradise is just going to be chilling here.
Yeah, I really want to watch Ryukasim this fight, as he's about to have this Blizzard, but also Loki has one on the other side. So if Loki can use this before Ryukasim can build his and use his, then this should be Paradise Aegis taking the fight.
Absolutely. Maywall coming out, Blizzard getting deployed by Paradise, and it looks like everyone is going to get frozen up and taken down, as the only person left was Staftron there. Another clean fight coming out from Paradise as they take this over the halfway line.
Yeah, Cap and Nemo using the sound barrier there. Would really like to have it for this Blizzard Death Blossom combo that Lux Nova used previously.
Yeah, but Dylan, we have Lux Nova here sneaking down low on the point, you know. Little sneaky beaver action coming out. Maywall getting popped up. And the high noon coming out from average size. Doesn't find anything. Lamp sucking up all the damage, but Crispy gets a pick on the side. Crispy getting the pick as well. Now the Reaper ult coming out. Crispy again coming in clutch with another pick onto purple. And it looks like they might be able to flip it, but as I say that, Captain Nemo and friends on Paradise, they're able to just sustain on the point now. As this looks to be last fight desperation mode. We've got to touch back on the point. Crispy again. Getting D-mech now. And Dylan, this is really, really scrappy here at the very end.
Yeah, it's really scrappy. Juggle God is very, very low, and he does go down. No presence on this point with tanks. It's just going to be your DPS and your squishy support players in the back. And, you know, see, they weren't able to touch. And good showing from both teams. Definitely, I would say definitely improving from last week, Lux Nova has. And Paradise Aegis continuing to just show their dominance.
Yep, but as we move now over to Sanctuary, you know, Dylan, the map opens up and it's not really favored into Brawl. A lot of teams favor the Shadow Dive. You see some Ball, some Double Shield comes out from time to time, you know. Sanctuary, it's kind of a mixed bag as far as meta comps go. We've got a Sombra May coming out, or are they going to be swapping this around? And the other side, it looks like Lux Nova is going to be rolling out with the Ball comp.
Yeah, Paradise Aegis showing this Neo Goats, Winston Diva, Sombra Reaper dive, and Juggle God has to be very careful as he rolls through. Make sure he doesn't get hacked up by average size, because Loki will just be looking to put down a lot of pressure on you.
Absolutely.
Cardi is hacked up here.
Yeah, Cardi is hacked up, and Stafftron finds that early DMAC, gets out scot-free, and now average sized and co on Paradise looking to take advantage of the distraction opportunity. Hack trying to come out, but it doesn't find anything. Locknack on the side, trying to find some value here on the Reaper guy coming in from the side with his 2 shotguns, 3 or 4 bullets, might do the trick and gets the DMAC onto Crispy. Cardi now chasing down Baby Diva with the help of Purple, who's over here on the monkey. And it looks like Paradise Aegis is going to be able to come in clutch and cap the point, but Juggle with a late contest. I'm not really sure if that was the best play.
Yeah, just rolling through, maybe trying to contest. Maybe thought his team was a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Did get hacked up and burned through pretty quickly.
Absolutely.
Because Juggle God can't really block as much damage. Like, look at the difference between the...
early train coming out here from Han. It allows his team to stay alive and find a couple picks. Ryukasim coming in clutch with the Helix Rocket. Gets 1, gets 2, coming in on the flank now. Holding on to point, gets a 3rd onto Hidden Ninja. And tags up Locknack, getting the final little bit of damage in. As it looks like Lux Nova is going to be able to take the point here, Dylan. They only had to really commit 1 ult to that, but as I say that, on the other side we've got double support ult, Reaper ult, and an EMP coming up. So this next fight will be really, really, really chaotic.
Yeah, Stafftron needs to be looking for this EMP coming in, or look for his own to help build his teams. Maybe, just maybe, build up a Transcendence if you just keep staggering out fights.
But the EMP comes out early from Stafftron, and it looks like Juggle's able to follow up with the bomb kill onto the Sombra. I'm not sure if that was intentionally planned. Now here on the flank, getting the distraction, turning the rest of Paradise around, and it looks like they'll be able to hold here on Sanctuary.
Yeah, if Lux Nova can continue to just build up this rally, could be a really good answer to the EMP, this average-sized EMP that we're about to see here, because you know he's looking for it. Or if Lux Nova just needs to know it's coming in and be able to spread out.
Absolutely. As Juggle comes in, gets hacked up. Looks like this is the go button that Paradise is looking for. EMP comes out, only connecting onto the Brig, but it's enough to let Paradise come in. Now with the monkey here in the backline on the Brigida, going kind of low, maybe looking for an opportunity to pop the Primal. Bomb getting thrown out as well, but it looks like the DPS are able to come in clutch and kill out the backline in Ryukasim for Lux Nova. Now hopping over to Ryukasim, and Purple pops the Primal in the backline, going for the Juggle onto Juggle God, throwing him around like a ball, but it looks like the job has been done here for Paradise, Dylan.
Yeah, but at what cost? Look at the ult bank. Your highest charged ability ultimate is Hidden Ninja now with 39%. You do have a Transcendence and a Bomb. Juggle God will have that EMP, and Stafftron will most definitely also have that EMP.
Yeah, EMP with the early Transcendence, you know, maybe they just try to go for an all-out aggro push here, but it looks like the EMP bomb is what they're looking for, and it catches onto Purple. Answered onto a hack coming out from Average Size. Dylan, this fight's looking like it can go back and forth here, but Crispy finds another kill into the backline, getting hacked up. Reaper coming in very, very low, goes down to Crispy on the 2K. Can he get the 3? And he does get the 3K. Lux Nova looks like they're able to recontest the point and flip it.
You know, this is the ball comp I've been talking about and hyping up so much. You really don't think it would run into this Neo Goats composition that Paradise Aegis has. But Juggle got hacked up, but no worries, Crispy is there to have his back. As he's looking to boop through and place these mines down to just stop Paradise Aegis from pushing in.
Absolutely.
This will most definitely be the last fight.
Yeah, and with an EMP, you know, coming into this, you'd probably want to favor Paradise here, as they have the EMP, they have the Coalescence, they can press tempo really hard here and just call it quits for Lux Nova.
Yeah,
Transcendence coming out. Yeah, it doesn't catch anyone by the looks of it, only caught Mugly. And Rally coming out here from the side of Lux Nova, basically going to be able to keep everyone alive and sustained. We've got the bomb coming out, Crispy coming out of spawn here. Juggle holding on to the point, but it looks like everyone here from Lux Nova is able to sustain. Beat coming out from Cap and Emo, able to keep his team alive. Average Size answering with a pick, but he's super low. The Visor coming in now from Ryukisem on the flank, and it looks like they flipped the point, and now it's 99-99, last person alive scenario for both teams.
Yeah, Cardi just barely gets the touch, but knocked right back off by Muglywumps' whip shot, and it looks like Paradise Aegis will continue to stagger in, I think this is Lux Nova's fight.
Yeah, I think this is Lux Nova's fight. You know, they came out on top in the little rock paper scissors battle at the end. They're finding all the cleanup kills here at the end as well. So it looks like we might be going to map 3, but Purple does pop the primal at the very end, just giving his ult tribute life percentage away. Maybe a little desperation mode in the EMP to boot at the very end, Dylan. It looks like we're going to map 3, which will be downtown.
Yeah, downtown, I can see some double bubble, maybe some more ball comp from Lux Nova. Maybe Paradise Aegis sticks with this Sombra Reaper Goats meta, or Goats composition, but they could also swap over to, say, a double bubble, as you see Average Size hovering over the Echo. But he could be swapping, but, you know, yeah, he swaps back to the Sombra. So
yeah,
definitely looking to see a lot of the same.
Absolutely, and it looks like we'll be kicking things off here with Average Sized looking for a little bit more value on the Sombra maybe this round. Last EMP really didn't catch anyone, it only caught Mugly, and with the Rally armor, they were able to win out that fight. Going for the early health pack hack, and the rest of their team rotating now through the theater. We've got Lux Nova posturing around and poking away as Han gets the opening pick onto Purple. Cardi going insanely low as well, and Hidden Ninja finds an answer pick onto the Brig. Juggle God here just disrupting all of Paradise, and it looks like they should be able to cap the point here.
Yeah, no Moira in the fight. That's a big source of your heals. Your team's not going to be able to survive much longer. Han does go down on the other side, so not a lot of heals in this fight in general.
Yeah, but as we say that, Paradise, they just come out of nowhere and they say, hey, we're here to play too, and they cap the point.
Yeah, you saw the dive come in from Juggle God's perspective. All 6 players jumped onto Han as soon as they saw him, and he survived for a little bit, but ultimately was not long for this world. He was picked up in the middle of that fight.
Yeah,
and that's all your sustain.
Yeah, let's look at this peel here coming out for Ryukisem. Hopping on the Ashe here, you know, he might be putting a target on his back playing this Ashe, but if you're clicking heads, you know, it's going to make the other team hate you a little bit. But as we say that, it looks like we have a Reaper almost online. Crispy finding an early kill on the Sombra that's going to be a huge loss for Paradise, as it looks like now Purple... Alright, wait, no, never mind. Purple's not getting nanoed up. It looks like it's Ryukisem here on the flank, on the point. Kind of an interesting strategy as they get the pick on the Reaper, now dueling the Monkey in the backline. Crispy and Co on Lux Nova. Looks like they're going to be able to flip the point here about halfway.
Yeah, average size getting taken down early in first in that last fight and early in the first fight. And look at the difference in EMP percentage. Daftron has had this. He had this in the middle of last fight, but knew that they didn't need it because they were already up 3 picks.
Yeah. And it looks like, you know, we have double support ult coming out here for Paradise. We've got double DPS and a bomb coming out for Lux Nova. Stafftron poking away, maybe poking a little at the bear, looking for an early EMP here. But it looks like the rest of Paradise is able to come in early. Bomb coming out, catches nobody, but the EMP catches almost everyone here. Now Cardi and Hidden Ninja popping the Coalescence, coming back onto the point very aggressively here, as it looks like they're able to flip the point very fast.
Yeah, Paradise just taken back over the point, going to stagger out Stafftron just a little bit, not too long. Ryukasim does pick up Cap and Nemo at the end, but he will just rollerblade all the way back to point real quick before Lux Nova can even push in. But
Yeah, and
I have to say, Crispy's bomb wasn't really in the best place. They had a lot of cover they could hide from there. Very big EMP by Stafftron, but it just didn't.
And it looks like we're gonna get another one coming out here. Average size getting the pick or the EMP onto the back line. Lockneck coming in with the Death Blossom, but Ryukasim answering with the 2K. It looks like Lux Nova is able to flip the point off of that, Dylan.
Yeah, average size definitely having some average size EMP. Hasn't really been getting the most value out of them. You know, with the EMP fight, you should win almost 100% of the time, and I don't think his team has converted on any of these EMPs.
Absolutely. As we cross over halfway for Lux Nova's capture percentage, Dylan, you know, we're looking here. We've got the Bob, the Minefield, the Rally, and it only looks like Paradise has only their tank ults to match it. So it'll be interesting to see how these teams are able to keep everyone alive. As the bomb comes out early, average size getting a pick, and bomb getting thrown out. Ryukasim now just in the backline looking for heads to click, but it's not really able to find anything. The Dynamite does catch Cap and Nemo, and average size now on the point, going down early. Coalescence now coming out from Hidden Ninja, as it looks like, Dylan, we're heading into last fight territory. This Coalescence just providing all the sustain for Paradise to stay alive, as it looks like all of the members of Lux Nova have just fallen.
Yeah, Lux Nova had a very good position there and just couldn't find the opening, couldn't use their ultimates in the right way, and ultimately it led to Paradise Aegis taking the point back in their control. And at this point, it's just stagger kills, and so I will 100% give this fight to Paradise Aegis. They will be your first map winners.
Yep. As it looks like, you know, we don't have play of the games, but we'll see what we can get coming back out of replays in the future for the checkpoint. Yeah, there was just very, very coordinated shadow dive play coming out of Paradise, and we had the ball comps that you've been hyping up for a while now, Dylan, coming out for Lux Nova.
You can't say it was bad. You can't say it was bad. They just 99 to 99 every single fight. I think Lux Nova did a really good job there. Definitely a big improvement from last week.
Absolutely.
So we can see just the impact that Ryukasim has on this team, as he's now back in that pop off role. As you can see, he was clicking heads on Ash.
But now, Dylan, looks like the next map, like you said earlier, will have Route 66. So what do you anticipate both teams can rolling out with? Do you think that they'll stick to the shadow dive and the ball comps, or do you think we'll see some double shield coming out?
I predict some double shield on defense, possibly some dive on the attack. I expect Lux Nova to stick with the ball comp. It's just me expecting it. I could be totally blown away and surprised. But for sure, double shield on the defense as just the map geography favors double shield, gives them that high ground advantage to see the entire most of the pathway that the cart has to pass through to get to checkpoint A. And you know, you have to contest that high ground that teams will be taking advantage of. So usually the best way to go about that is to dive onto them and just do some soft dives, build up some ultimates, and then engage with your ultimates later on in the fight.
And it looks like we're ready to go into Route 66 now. So let's see if your predictions here, Dylan, are right. As we look now into what both teams are running, we've got Lux Nova rolling back out on the ball comp with the Sombra Ashe that they played last round. And we have an interesting look here coming out from Paradise Aegis. We've got a Hog and Sigma, double sniper Bat Brig look.
Yeah, this Hog Sig can be used in good effect against a ball composition. Just it's a lot of damage, a lot of stuns coming down onto Juggle God.
Or maybe he's just you know,
or maybe
taking some food here at the diner. I don't know.
You never know. He's a big man. He needs a big course meal, but he does look like he wants to play this. Could be looking for a big hook onto Juggle God, and then rocked up by Cardi.
Absolutely. And it looks like we'll be hopping on board with the flank here. Purple coming in. Ryu Kasim, his prime target right now, but he's able to get away here, and this is
Loki just takes down Stafftron.
Yeah, that's an early pick. Maybe got Sonic'd out, but it looks like Ryu Kasim going to be fighting this Ashe battle versus Brick Wall, who was pretty solid last week versus Tempest. D.Va going in, just looking for a little bit of displacement, and the purple coming out onto purple. But is early healed up here. Ryu Kasim going dangerously low, but decides not to go for this battle here versus the opposite Ashe. Now we have the Sigma here on the flank, looking for some poke damage on top of Big Earls.
Yeah, this Sigma's in a power position for all Sigma players. If you play Sigma on this map, this is the position you want to hold. It allows you to get a good vantage point onto Big Earls, and it's just in the perfect range for your hyperspheres.
Absolutely, and it looks like that positioning there was able to get Paradise into a prime position. They were able to get a bunch of picks really early on, and they were able to take a lot of the pressure off and put a lot of damage down as they cap point 1 here, Dylan. That really didn't look like a strong contest coming out from Lux Nova.
No, it didn't at all. Stafftron getting picked off there early, Juggle God getting hooked up a couple times in the fight. Really got to be watching out for these hooks, these Sonic Arrows as Sombra and as Wrecking Ball, as you're most definitely going to be around that dangerous threat of the hook. As you see, Purple just misses his hook, but Brick Wall does not miss his mark.
Yeah, Brick Wall just going to town, getting a 2K, turns around, looks for a couple pop shots onto Juggle, and the Sombra able to get out early. But probably didn't mean to throw the dynamite at himself.
Hey, he threw it into a brick wall, okay?
Yeah, he threw it into a brick wall. I don't think the sign's made of bricks. I have an engineering degree. I'm not entirely sure it's stable, but you know, this is a fictional video game, and who really knows? But
hey, we can punch signs, so that's definitely made out of walls.
True, but we do have some swaps coming out here as the EMP is thrown out. We have Ryu Kasim on the window, finds one. Can he get the double? Looking for the double, maybe going for the aggressive. Yes, I love that. Going for the aggressive grapple. Now finding the picks and gets taken down by this Hog on the flank. Purple just providing some, you know, weird value. I hate when that happens to me in my rank games where, you know, you think you're in the prime position, you're just chilling, and then just you get jump scared by Hog.
Yeah, he's always in your spawn. But Ryu Kasim really tugging at your heartstrings with me.
Yeah, I do love me some Widow gameplay. Coming in close to the sites, but it looks like Paradise has basically every ult in the bank here, Dylan. They've got the Bob that was used last fight, but they still have Dragon, Flux. They have a Whole Hog coming out, the Window as well. This will be a really, really interesting fight to see how this plays out as we have Hidden Ninja here going for some pop shots, but it's Brick Wall again on this Ashe, just providing all the value early on. And Lockback says, hey, I'm here too. I can get some love, and you know what? Let's go hop on board the Locknack. as they did get the pick. Saftron answering back onto Hidden Ninja, but it looks like Paradise is able to just keep this cart moving here toward the end of point 2.
Yeah, side's coming out
as well.
Side's coming out maybe to show them where the enemy team is hiding as they setting up as they push back in, but looks like they're not going to be able to contest.
Yeah, Purple getting the 2K at the end of the point. Crispy now following back and getting a pick onto himself. Gets hooked in by the Hog. Sigma ult coming out very early and aggressively, and it does find Crispy here in the very end. Now Crispy looking for the rock pick but can't find it. Mugly getting dropped super low. Juggle now deciding that he wants to retreat, and Cardi just providing the presence that Paradise needs here on the point.
Yeah, Cardi now setting up, and Loki is pushing the cart. But they used quite a bit of ults to unlock that second checkpoint. Ooh. As Ryukisin is taken down by the Baptiste. Support character, by the way.
Support character, by the way, some would say. Trank getting answered by the Flux coming out. Hidden Ninja keeping his team up, but is Juggle God on the ball, getting a pick with the minefield window getting thrown out as well from Mugly. It looks like Lux Nova, they're playing a little bit of swappy swap with their comp, but it looks like it's working as Saftron gets another pick here onto Purple.
Yeah, good use of the minefield and the flux. The flux brought everyone down into the minefield right as the transcendence was ending. So very good usage of those two ultimates.
Yeah,
but you got to look at the ultimates on the other side of things.
Okay. It looks like they were just playing in spawn a little bit. Now they're moving over to a brawl comp here with the Reaper Ashe DPS line. We've got this Ball Sigma look coming out from Lux Nova. We've got Ryukisim on the high ground looking for some value. You know, Junkrat on the high ground, on the flank, you know. He just comes in with a little 1-2 kangaroo action and just deletes you. But it's the Bob coming out early from Brickwall. Can it find any value as it seems to find just Juggle God for the time being. And Saftron as well, now getting taken out by it as well. Paradise, it looks like they're able to turn this fight a little bit into their favor here as we go into this last little bit of point 3.
Yeah, Crispy needs to get back, get some healing. He doesn't want to go down right here, and it looks like he will make it to safety.
Yeah, but Cap and Nemo.
Build up these mines.
Cap and Nemo, support hero, by the way, popping off on the BAP. Pops the window early, but it's answered out by the minefield. Immortality getting placed out, but Saftron in the backline coming in. Gets the 2K on the Death Blossom, make it 2. And Juggle of God finding another 2 with the mines. Gets the 3rd on the Baby Diva form. Dylan, it looks like they're going to be able to hold here.
Yeah, they're going to be able to hold it, and they did build up some ultimates as well, while Paradise Aegis used everything. They are coming up on the Death Blossom, but Muglywumps can just answer with an Immortality field long enough for Han to hit asleep. So, or he can get tired out, or stunned. There's a lot of things that can happen.
Or Flux Tire, you never know. We'll see what happens here. But it looks like Paradise, they are coming back in. Shield getting pretty dangerously low here. But it's Crispy saying, I'm going to bring the early aggression, and goes for the early Flux. Immortality field getting destroyed. And the tire getting destroyed by Purple. Now it's Juggle God on the defense with his other tank, Crispy here. Getting all the cleanup that Lux Nova needs. Dylan, it looks like they're able to hold again as we're closing in under a minute now.
Yeah, this has been a good hold here on third point. Third point is really just a rough point to crack. Paradise Aegis had a very big time bake, and now this is the last fight. This is the last chance to make anything work. But they do have the sustainability of this sound barrier.
Yeah.
And nothing he needs to answer to, so he's going to go ahead and use that early.
Yeah. And the Reaper ult coming out. Can it find anything? 3 ults getting deployed very early, and double support ult coming out from Paradise. Lux Nova, excuse me. Locknack on the flank, gets the pick onto the main, now looking for the Junkrat, gets the 2K. Bomb getting thrown out, finds no value, but it looks like... Oh no, Crispy got stunned out of his ult by the McCree. Brickwall providing huge value as he's looking for this Ana here on the flank. Han going super low. And it looks like Paradise is able to clutch this one out in the very end. Charge coming a little early from Staftron, but it looks like they're able to keep this fight alive. High Noon getting popped in the backline. Brickwall just using it as a zoning tool. And Dylan, they capped here.
They did cap. They did cap.
They did cap.
That gives them a clear win condition here. They just need to stop Lux Nova before they get to that last checkpoint.
Absolutely. And
They can lose every fight, but they have to win that last one.
yeah, and they did have a lot of momentum going in, but maybe it was just a little bit of the Sigma Hog not really synergizing on third, or they were just Lux Nova having a good fight and providing a big blocker for him. But now it's Lux Nova here on the attack versus the Hog Sig, maybe? No, it's going to be double shield.
Yes, Juggle God must be in love right now because he can boop all of them off of the high ground.
I've been watching some tanks, and Yeatle came out with a video a couple days ago where he was like, "I wish I could play against double shield like this all the time on ball." So maybe there are some double shield enjoyers out there, and maybe Ball's losing a little bit. He did just get nerfed a couple patches ago or something like that, where he doesn't have his grapple immediately off cooldown. But we'll see what it looks like. Lux Nova and crew are able to get things kicked off here. Juggle God on the ball, Ryu Kasim on the Widow. Let's go hopping on board here with Ryu Kasim, looking for the early shot. Can he find it? Just scoping it out, finds a double shield, probably, a little bit of groaning. But it looks like Juggle's able to just come on in and just knock him off the high ground. Yeah,
those are the boops I'm talking about. He will be doing that all game if they let him.
Yep, a little boop action, but there's a Torb, there's an Ashe, there's just all the spam damage in the world, and this is something that Paradise is really good at. They're putting their DPS on their comfort picks, and it looks like they'll be able to keep it alive. But Staftron, he did find the pick onto Cardi there on the Sigma.
Yeah, both teams just trying to reset here, get some health, set up for this fight that's still going on. But Lux Nova just able to engage a little bit quicker, and they take out everyone on the side of Paradise Aegis.
Absolutely. Staftron and Juggle God coming in clutch there and providing all the value that it looks like Lux Nova will need here as they approach the end of 0.13 on cart. And it looks like they'll be able to keep them going. Paradise Aegis, they are swapping over to this Hog Sigma look that they did run on their attack, and we'll see how that provides any value to them. But it's Ryu Kasim finding an early pick onto Cap and Nemo.
Yeah, he's just looking for this Torb. I was going to say maybe he could swap over to something like the Hanzo, but Paradise just did his dirty work for him and just took out one shield from the equation.
Yep, Visor getting popped. Got to keep your sights out for the Hog, and there he is again on the flank. Purple just, there was a time where Hog got buffed and Space did call him a tank with an op, and now it looks like we have the Nano Echo Hog duplicate coming out, getting hooked early, gets dropped super low, built up another whole Hog. Staftron providing all the crazy Echo value that you should be seeing, but it doesn't really find anything as Purple's able to stay alive with the rest of his team. Rock coming out, finds some value, and now it's Purple here with the whole Hog, decides not to feed the Sigma even more, gets tagged up, and it's Crispy now coming in with the final blow. But Dylan, it might be a little bit too late.
Yeah, both supports down for Lux Nova, and you saw Han got split off there by that whole Hog, able to pick him off. So no Ana in the fight, no good heals. There is a turret thrown right in Juggle God's face, but no worries, he will take care of that.
It's a scouting tool, as it looks like a scouting turret, zoning turret, some would say. But we have Purple here on the Hog. He's coming in on the flank, and we do have an early flux coming out from Crispy. Finds the value, almost gets Cardi all the way down. Gets hooked and killed by Brickwall. There's a sniper battle going on in the back line. Bob in the back pocket of Brickwall, and Ryu Kasim has the high ground, but it's Staftron getting a 2K here. Can he find the third? Looking for the pick on the Sigma, eventually gets it, and it looks like Lux Nova should be able to push this cart here toward the end of second.
Yeah, with Cardi just now spawning, and Brickwall going down. Yeah, there shouldn't be a contest here, or else you'll just be feeding ultimate percentage over to Lux Nova.
Yeah,
4.5 minutes to push into checkpoint.
Yeah, this is very reminiscent of what we just saw. Hidden Ninja getting a pick onto Juggle, Juggle getting immediately rezzed, and Purple with the just another one of these hooks still in. I'm just getting flashbacks to when I play Tracer and I get ping diffed. It's...
Yeah, I gotta say.
Oh, he got another one.
Stafftron handed him that on a silver platter.
Oh, but it looks like this fight's going to be kicking off here. Juggle God does get the early pick. Trank and Bob getting thrown out from the side of Paradise. Now moving over to a double sniper look, but it looks like, Dylan, it might be all that Lux Nova needs to stabilize here on the corner. The Mei voice line getting thrown out in the back line, but it's Lockdown getting the pick here on the Mei. And Cardi now with this Gravitic Flux, can it find the value it's looking for? It only finds Crispy, who gets immediately rezzed up. Ryukasim getting popped and gets killed by Brick Wall. But Dylan, it looks like they're able to hold here on this first corner of third point.
Yeah, they've only gotten like 1 or 2 picks in each fight, but that's enough.
Oh, there's another one.
There's another one. That's another 10 seconds gone. And you know they're already down to 3 minutes now.
Yeah.
Lux Nova's wanting to push in with
Window coming out.
Disadvantage.
Window coming out here from Cap and Nemo, providing a good line of sight deterrent for the side of Paradise. And it looks like they've been able to shave off a minute thus far, but Lux Nova, they do have the ults, they do have the dupe, they have the Flux, they have the Valk. We should be able to see them come in strong here, especially with the Valk. They're able to press the tempo, and they can build the Echo duplicated ult very, very quickly if they decide to go for a tank. And it looks like they'll be taking the wide angle. Oh, Stafftron goes down early, and the Dragon gets immediately thrown out. And finds another pick onto the Mei. Immortality Field getting deployed. Crispy going for the dupe, or the Flux. The dupe getting thrown out by Stafftron. Can we find a second Gravitic Flux here? 69% funny number, almost at the ultimate. Cap and Nemo getting super low. Flux coming out, only finds one, but that's all the value that it needs, Dylan. Looks like Lux Nova's able to break the point.
Yeah, Paradise just needs to back up here. They have one more fight. They have 2 minutes to do it. They have to win this fight right here and not let Lux Nova cap, or else they are going into extra innings.
Yeah, we got a minute and 50.
Trying to take this space away from them.
Yeah, but what is he really walking into? They're playing Sigma Hog, Dylan. Like, Sigma Hog, you just go on the flank. Everyone flanks, and it's an early Bob coming out here from Brick Wall in the back line. Zoning everyone away, and Purple again with these hooks, or these kills. I don't know what this guy ate for breakfast, but it's proving to provide a huge amount of value, as it looks like the rest of Paradise is here, just able to come in and clean up the rest of the kills.
Yeah, Purple, I want to know his there's another one. I want to know his hook accuracy.
Yeah.
Because it seems when it's on when it's off cooldown,
yeah,
he's pulling someone else in, and that's just another stagger there with Ryukasim. Juggle God and Co do not want to be pushing into this, but it will
Dragon coming out early. You know, there's Dragon zoning maybe coming out a little early from Lockneck, as it looks like, oh, there's another one of those hooks that we've been talking about this entire time. Juggle God getting thrown out of position, but he's got the shield. Han getting the early pick on the Baptiste. Now just holding onto the corner. Window getting popped out by Cap and Nemo. And it looks like the rest of Paradise is able to sustain on the cart. But Crispy, he's looking for the huge value, and it's canceled out by the Trank. Blizzard now getting deployed by Ryukasim, and the Lamp getting thrown out as well. So it looks like Paradise is able to just stay alive in Brick Wall, finding a pick, but Juggle God now on the Reinhardt throws down his hammer and finds a pick onto Purple. He says, no more fun Roadhog for you. Go and play a real tank, because I'm here to play. But as soon as I say that, he gets taken out by Cardi. Window getting thrown out as well by Han, and it's desperation time now. Yeah, it's desperation time, and it looks like they're able to come back and play on the cart now as we go into this OT fight. Purple's got the whole hog, and he decides to use it here in the backline. Flux, Window, not Window, Immortality Field getting thrown out, Brick Wall, finding a pick, Dragon getting deployed, but it's Brick Wall getting a 2K. Can he find the third here in the backline? And it will be Paradise Aegis holding on here, Dylan, at the end of Route 66.
Yeah, I have to give it to Purple there. He was hitting almost every single hook. He has to have somewhere above like 70% hook accuracy. That's what destroyed most of Lux Nova's time bank. They rarely got any, even fair fights because they were always a man down because Purple was just finding a hook and getting the kill, and they were up 6-5. So you need to find a way to play behind the shield, play more together, just deny those hook opportunities and those hooks from Purple if they're gonna be busting out this Hog Sig comp.
Absolutely. And Dylan, it's halftime right now, so let's throw it to a little bit of a break here. Let us catch our breath, maybe run to the bathroom, pet our cat, our dog, our bird. I don't know. Call your mom, say you love her. And we'll be back here in a little bit. So don't go anywhere. There's still plenty of action left to come.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back. This has been a very good game between Lux Nova and Paradise Aegis. Both teams going neck and neck. It is 2-0 in favor of Paradise Aegis, but this scoreline does not tell the full story. Lux Nova definitely able to give Paradise Aegis a run for their money, and it's definitely improved from the showing that they put on last week.
Absolutely. And you know, Dylan, coming into Blizzard World, it's going to be interesting to see if teams opt back into this double shield look that they may or may not have flirted with on a Route 66. But, you know, double shield, the ball comps, the dive comps, they're all really fun to play on Blizzard World, and we should be able to see some of those coming in hot when we hop into our next match here shortly.
Yeah, Paradise Aegis, knowing seeing that Lux Nova has played this ball comp almost every single map, minus Mecha Base on Busan. They should know that they should be prepared for the same ball composition. Maybe a little bit of variations from it, but still a ball composition nonetheless.
Absolutely.
So maybe not opting into the double shield, as we saw last map. Lux Nova just having their way with Paradise Aegis when they were running the double shield. Juggle God coming in, getting big boot value, knocking players left and right and center, and just able to knock them all about. So if they come in on a double shield look and Lux Nova does run out with the ball composition, I expect to see them swap back over to the Hog Sig, which was giving them massive values. Thanks to Purple on the Roadhog, just getting hook after hook.
Yeah, and you know, the Hog Sig, it came around last year in playoff time in Overwatch League, and it did provide a little bit of a counterplay to the Hog, or not the Hog Sig, the Ball Sig, excuse me, where, you know, you just hook the ball player in and they just got the main tank experience. It's like a carnival ride, you know, it breaks your back a little bit, leaves you a little disoriented, and, you know, maybe we'll see some double shield coming out here on point A. You know, that really long sight line, you can go full degen mode, as Spooky likes to say, with the Torb and the Ash or a Pharah or something, and just light up the giant alleyway that leads into the point.
Yeah, definitely getting your backline into a good position to cover that point is going to be a very treacherous act, and I'm curious to see how Lux Nova will do that if they do roll out on this ball composition.
Yeah, and it looks like we're about ready to go in here on Blizzard World. Lux Nova currently 2-0 down. But, you know, if they're going to start a comeback, now is the perfect time to do it, as we see them line up here on a double shield look, going against the Hog and Sig double off-tank look of Paradise.
Yeah, and I really like this. I mean, you don't know what Paradise Aegis is running. But this is just a really good way to lock down this point. Like you said, this long lane, walking up to point. It's a good way to lock it down. Like I've said, the Orisa likes to stand at a long distance from her target.
Yeah, we do have Tankity Tank. We do have Tankity Tank coming in here for Juggle God. So it looks like they will be straying away from a little bit of the ball comps here on this Orisa. But we'll kick things off here with Brick Wall. I am a Widowmaker enjoyer, some would say. And looking for the early pick here, doesn't really seem to find anyone on the high ground. And it looks like Hogsig will be the comp of choice coming out from Paradise, Dylan.
Yeah, Purple getting taken very low, but he does have that damage reduction with that take a breather. Getting healed back up by his team, just looking for an opportunity, turning around, hiding in his hitbox.
Yep.
Shows that he knows the game. Brick Wall is just shooting into a brick wall of shields.
Yeah. You know, at this moment, I would be contemplating going like Hanzo or something myself, but they've already got one, so we'll see what Brick Wall can find here on the flank. And he does take out Tankity Tank, but it's answered out early by Stafftron on the Torb. Now the Widow 1v1 looking to commence. And charging that shot a little bit too early there. And, you know, main tank going down for Lux Nova might seem to be a little bit too much, but Brick Wall does find the pick here. That should open up the sightline here onto the point now, as the window is deployed on the flank. Hog getting slept up by Han, who is immediately dropped, and it looks like Paradise is able to take this point here pretty easily.
Yeah, they definitely have control, and they definitely have the positioning, and it does look like Lux Nova is backing off and getting a better position for themselves, as Hidden Ninja proves to be the better sniper over Ryuka-Sim right now.
Hidden
Snipes him
Ninja, the
from a
Zen
distance.
player? Are you sure about that?
You mean you mean Hidden Ninja playing the character that makes no noise when they walk?
That is true. Silent killer. Maybe he
Yes.
pronounces the G in lasagna. I don't really know. But we do have the grapple shot coming out from Brick Wall. Doesn't find any value. The Gravitic Flux getting thrown out early. And it's slept up by Han. On a building up the nano. Visor sights getting thrown out by Brick Wall. Does find his pick on his counterpart. And Brick Wall just providing all the value on the flank. But as soon as I say that, he got slept up by Han.
Yeah, he's
One
relaying that
shot.
to his team. You know it. He's just looking over there waiting for someone to shoot him.
Yep. And now we have Ryuka-Sim popping the visor sights for his team. Can't really find any value here. But Purple again, just getting another one of these huge plays. But Tankity Tank gets two before he gets taken down by Hidden Ninja.
Now Tron going for the hammer kill. He wanted to.
He wanted it. We all love to see a good old hammer kill. But Ryuka-Sim finding a pick on the Sigma. Now looking for a second. Finds the second one. Really clean flick there. Can he find a third? But it looks like Paradise is going to be stabilizing here and not really looking to push right now.
Ryuka-Sim, very good player. Someone check his PC for hacks.
I mean, that flick was pretty clean, but it looks like Paradise now going to take the high ground. And Crispy going to give him a little bit more high ground. The Trank coming out, going to keep everyone topped up through the Flux and the Rock, almost getting the value. Bongo getting displaced on the side. And it looks like Ryuka-Sim again, just finding all the heads. Can he find it? Oh, he gets a third. Does he get the fourth?
Oh, Immortality Field was in the way. He could have gotten that back.
Nah, we'll include the lamp. It's got a hitbox. We'll say you got a headshot on that too. But Ryuka-Sim just providing a lot of value here on this Widow. You know, if you're hitting your shots, you're feeling it. You're feeling it, and he's feeling it right now. So looks like Paradise is just going to be waiting the sights out here. Just a couple more seconds. They're not really tempting fate, as you know, some people in my ranked games do. But let's go hop in here with not Crispy Cardi, who's taking a little solo adventure here on the low ground. Oh, he's looking for the Flux. He finds one, maybe?
He finds the Orisa, but she fortifies.
Yeah. Orisa fortifies Brick Wall.
Brick Wall takes out Ryuka-Sim, so no Widowmaker that's been giving Paradise Aegis so much trouble, as Ryuka-Sim is now in spawn, and Cardi and Brick Wall both firmly planning their positioning on this cart.
Yeah, but it's Purple again. Yeah, Purple coming in on the flank again. He does find another pick. Misses the hook on the Gravitic Grasp. And it looks like there's just a lone Orisa here on the flank that gets easily taken out. And Brick Wall again just finding another pick onto Ryuka-Sim. This Widow duel, an absolute treat so far on this matchup. But we have Tankity Tank. Hey, we have feelings too, Dylan.
Hey,
but
okay.
You know, you can blame us all you want. We might have gold damage. We might have bronze damage. You get a free card blaming us all the time. I know how it is. I've been there before.
The Widowmakers in my bronze games throw every single game.
Oh, that's bronze. This is the Hyperion Invitational Cup. We are a snuff above. Visor coming, or sights coming out early, and he gets slept up, barely out of the range of the Gravitic Flux. Dragon now in the backline, but it's answered out by Hidden Ninja here on the Zen with the Transcendence. Finds the pick. Paradise, it looks like they're absolutely in control, just rocking this window. As the cart looks like it's going to be going toward the point, we have Tankity Tank trying to live up to his name and just tank all the damage on the point, but it looks like it's a little bit too late as Paradise is able to just walk this one in, but Crispy, excuse me, on the Wrecking Ball coming in, but another couple of picks, and it's home for Paradise.
Yeah, the double shield composition not really quite getting what they were hoping for. 2 minutes left on the clock here, and this Hog Sig it's been the composition of choice for Paradise Aegis these past couple maps. So maybe they run it on defense here. We could see another double shield. We've seen that from them as well. But I'm actually curious to see what Lux Nova is going to run here. They don't have juggle gods for their ball compositions. Tankity Tank's more of a Winston player, so maybe some double bubbles, maybe some full dive.
Yeah, it looks like we will get the double bubble with the Echo Widow and a Brig coming out to play here. This is a really DPS pop-off sort of look. And we do have the double shield, double sniper with the Zen. Very, very greedy with the damage output here from the side of Paradise. It'll be interesting to see how this interaction walks out through this long opening point here on Blizzard World, Dylan.
Yeah, Tankity Tank wants to probably look to dive. Just do a soft dive, take some damage, build some Zarya charge. Let Han and Mugly Wumps rotate up to this high ground that Brick Wall and Spooky are holding alongside Cardi. So maybe dive up on this high ground and knock them out of this position. And let your supports, take their stand there.
Yeah, and it looks like Ryukasim just, he taps the shield there on the Widow grapple shot coming out of spawn. One of my favorite things to do. But, let's see how this double bubble looks to take down the double shield, This was really popular about this time last year, where we did have that crazy tank patch that came through and made Roadhog a juggernaut. But it's Purple that finds the opening kill onto Mugly.
Yeah, like I said, this is going to be a very dangerous path for these supports to tread upon. So definitely needing to get them in a just out of position, out of sight lines as Brick Wall takes out down Ryukasim, because he has nowhere to shoot from, to duel from.
There's just a lot of damage, coming out from the side of Paradise here. You have the double sniper. There's insta-pick potential. Ryukasim going super low. There's a Tracer in the backline. Can it find any sort of disruption? Stafftron looking for someone, but can't really find anything, and gets taken out early by Cardi. That's just another brutal stagger coming out from the side of Lux Nova. But, this double sniper with the Zen BAP, there's just a truckload of damage coming out from people that you probably wouldn't associate a lot of damage coming out from, right, Dylan?
Yeah, and with all this damage, Han has built up this nano boost, so Tankity Tank, who's only at 30% to his Primal Rage, will have that damage mitigation. Will be able to engage in hard. And Brick Wall picking off Mugly Wumps there.
Can he find the stagger?
That's going to be another 30 seconds off the clock until they can even think about pushing it.
Yeah, absolutely. As it looks like the bubble and the nade were committed out there from Lux Nova. They have to wait for their Zen to come back. It's better to push as a full 6 instead of trying to force something. When there's still a couple minutes left here in the game, Han with the Nano in hand. Looks like he's going to let it rip now. Nano coming in hot. Can he find the pick on the Zen? Yes, he does. Ryukasim takes out. And it looks like it's just a clean push there from Lux Nova. As, Ryukasim popped and the Nano boost, providing the boost that Lux Nova really needed there on that last fight.
Yeah, Han hit a very fat purple, very fat anti-nade. I think it hit 3 or 4 of them. And no healing there. And a nanoed Winston. That's so much damage. And Crispy catches them coming out of spawn. Sees this Widowmaker, definitely going to be relaying that information to Ryukasim, hoping he can get some damage.
It looks like we have a little bit of a Tracer Widow duel going on here on the Mega Health Pack. Stafftron low HP to start this one, but Brick Wall, he's trying to answer this one, and he's able to win it out. But, we were able to see the cart go out of checkpoint 1 now, and it looks like we'll be heading into Streets phase. Brick Wall looking for something.
Ooh, nice
gets
shot.
A bullet from Ryukasim though over here, going for the grapple shot of his own. Only finds the shield, has the visor sights in hand, and looking for any sort of a pick here on this team.
Dragon's coming out. Stafftron now returning to the fight on the Genji, dashes straight in with Tankity Tank, and Brick Wall gets picked off by Han.
Brick Wall gets 2.
Brick Wall also pops Ryukasim straight.
Brick Wall just popping off. He finds 3. Can he make it 4 here? The lone Zen on the cart whiffs the first shot, whiffs the second, and it's Purple coming out on the Orisa. He had his fun last game. Now he's got to play a little bit of a sleeper tank here in Orisa. A real tank, some would say.
Yeah, Purple definitely did get to show who's the best hooker in town, though.
Oh, no. We are trying not to get thrown off of Twitch, Dylan, as Brickwall does pop the sights here a little early. Stafftron does move over to this Genji, so maybe they are going to be playing for a Nano Blade or a Nano Monkey, something, some sort of Nano combination here. But it's Brickwall that finds the pick early on to Han here, you know, just tempting fate a little bit, some would say. You know, the visor sights just went offline a little bit, and it's not like Brickwall has goldfish memory. He still knows where they are. Now it's Lux Nova just holding.
No Stafftron's there. Couldn't find it.
Yeah, they know that they're there. They have the constant threat, but it's Ryuka. Oh my gosh, this guy gets 2 picks on the flank. How did he end up in the back line? This is a Wild West flank. I don't know. This guy just came out of nowhere. He might have even spawned in their own spawn room. Grav getting thrown out here by Crispy. Ryu gets another pick, and it's looking like Lux Nova is able to start moving the cart here, as there's just a lone Orisa left on the point that gets taken out by Han. Crispy now getting the Nano, looking to build up some charge here.
Flux comes out, grabs the Winston, responded in return by the Transcendence. Party now purpled up, will not be long for this world, but he does have the Immortality Field at his back, which just now went down.
Absolutely.
Stafftron gets the dash kill onto Spooky as Ryuka Sim is still battling out with Brick Wall. These two Widowmakers have been going back and forth, but it looks like Paradise Aegis will be taking the initiative in this fight.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a 360 grapple, maybe a little bit of a scout coming out from Ryuka Sim as they wisely decide to back off and reset. You know, Han's halfway to this nano boost. We do have the sights coming out from Ryuka Sim, and Stafftron does have the blade on hand. Both sights getting popped now. It doesn't look like there's going to be too much movement as we move into the final 30 seconds here of Blizzard World. Potentially Ryuka Sim going on this wild flank, Dragon getting thrown out, probably just to deter everyone from going off the high ground. But it's this Widow, the double Widow on the flank all the way across the sky, maybe looking for some value here as Tankity Tank coming in, the blade getting deployed early, can't find anything, just the golden Orisa and the Zen Shrink. Brickwall does get this pick onto his counterpart and looking for the shot on the Han. Misses one, misses twice, but gets a headshot on the third one. Now there's just a lone Genji and Mercy left on the point, and it looks like they will be taken out here, Dylan.
Yeah, this is just some cleanup kills by Paradise Aegis. Stafftron, the lone survivor on the point. I say that Tankity Tank just gets back to Final Rage, who does pick up Brick Wall, but he is taken down very low, and he is not long for this world, and that will be Paradise Aegis taking Map 3.
And the series with a quick 3-0 over Lux Nova. But you know, Dylan, it did look like Lux Nova, they did improve. Maybe there was a little bit of a morale boost coming out with the re-addition of Ryuka Sim, and that's something other teams in the tournament are going to have to look at.
Yeah, I want to know what the outcome would have been if Lux Nova would have stayed on that ball composition, taking out Juggle God, who's their ball player, and who's been in these games, is nice and warmed up, has been feeling himself. Swapping them out for Tankity Tank, who hasn't played yet, who could be coming in cold.
Yeah.
You know, do you think that had any effect on it, or do you think the outcome could have been slightly different, maybe even a little bit closer than a map?
Maybe. It's really hard to tell because they went with two different looks, right? They came out with Tankity Tank on the Monkey, and they played a lot of double bubble. They didn't really go into any other sort of look outside of, you know, the Winston-based stuff. So, you know, maybe that's just something how they practiced. You know, every team has their own sort of strategy. You never know. It might have been a Hail Mary sort of play, you know. Maybe they had Tankity Tank, secret weapon, you know. Turn the sliders down a little bit, turn the difficulty down, and maybe, you know, another day they come out on top. But I think that'll do it here for us on the desk. Dylan, do you have any closing words?
Closing words. Who would you give MVP to?
That is true. We did not give an MVP.
But who do you think is MVP? I know who you're going to say, actually.
What if I surprised you and said purple on the Roadhog?
Okay. I thought you were going to say Brick
Got
Wall
him.
because I got baited. Yes, I got baited.
Yeah, I did get you.
I could give it to purple.
Yeah, purple did come out clutch. He did have these humongous, value picks on the hog. He did go for the little one-tap opper clips that, drive me and other DPS players wild where, you're on the flank, you don't expect a 600 HP DPS to just show up like the Kool-Aid Man and kill you.
No, definitely not. And he definitely helped his team with a victory on Route 66. A little bit silent there on Blizzard World, but that's because he was playing the Battle Cattle. The Battle
Cattle is never silent. It's a real tank, Dylan. Come on. he got it done on the Orisa. He got it done on the Roadhog. He even probably got it done on the Rhino on the first map too. The dude played everything, and he showed up. He showed up and placed a goob, dude, and he popped off. It didn't look like Paradise missed a beat from their last game versus Tempest.
No, they didn't. But I do have to give some final words. I do have to give some credit to Lux Nova. They have greatly improved from the last time we saw them.
Absolutely. And they'll be a team to look out for, You just need one little spark in your team, and we've seen teams in other tournaments just go from, 0 to hero, no time flat. And, they could make a huge run in the last chance qualifier here in a couple weeks, or, maybe upset one of the teams at the top of the table at the moment.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, that'll be us for tonight, everyone. Thank you for coming out. We do have one more game, which is Frost Nova versus Tempest Typhoon on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe. So be on the lookout for that one. I've been Oakley, been joined here by Dylan, bringing you the recap of the battle that went down yesterday versus Paradise Aegis and Lux Nova. And we'll catch you all on the next one.